Hi, my name is Emma Hales. I'm from Weber High School. I'm going to be reading you my book called Jim and Juan. It's on a K through 3 reading level. And before I started reading, I just kind of wanted to give you some background on why I wrote this book and kind of the whole inspiration behind my book. In my teaching as a profession class, we were learning about special populations and about diversity and things, and so in my book, what I really wanted to focus on was just embracing differences and just learning to love the differences in other people. And so that was something that I really liked to bring to life in this book. And another fun thing that I added in this book was a little bit of Spanish. I've been taking a Spanish class, and I was like, hey, well, on the topic of diversity, why not add a little bit of language or foreign language in here? And so I have a couple lines in Spanish, and so that's kind of fun to see. I actually learned a lot from writing this book. It's kind of brought me to think of different ways that I can use my talents to help just to help the world, I guess. Like with the drawing, I drew everything by myself, and I used my brother's drawing laptop, and so that was kind of fun to be able to illustrate my own book, and also just the whole writing process and just learning how to move past any difficult spots, or just kind of rewriting and being creative about how to make a story really kind of come alive. And so that's what I've kind of learned from reading my book. And yeah, let's just get started in reading. Jim and Juan. Juan and his family are moving to Utah from Mexico. Juan is excited to see what his new home will be like. "Where's our new house?" Juan asked excitedly. "You'll have to see," Mom's Juan said. Juan felt nervous, but he knew he would like his new home. Finally, they arrived at their new home. Juan is excited to go see his room and unpack his stuff, but that's not all that was on his mind. "I can't wait to make new friends and meet new people," Juan said. He unpacked his things as fast as he could so he could go play outside. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. "I wonder who that could be," Juan's mom said. She opened the door. "Hi, we're your neighbors down the road. We just wanted to welcome you to Utah," said a lady Juan didn't know. "Oh, thank you," Juan's mom exclaimed. Juan saw another boy his age. Maybe they could be friends. "This is my son, Jim. Maybe you two could have a play date sometime," said Jim's mom. The next day at school, Juan walked into class. He saw Jim, the neighbor boy from yesterday. Juan waved at him, but Jim gave him a sour face and looked away. Juan didn't know who else to sit by, so he slowly walked to the back of the class. He sat in an empty seat next to another girl who looked at him in a judgmental way. The teacher started class by clapping 3 times. She looked at Juan and said, "We have a new student. Say hi to the class, Juan." "Hola," said Juan. He could hear the other students quietly laughing to each other. The teacher then explained that everyone needed to bring something for show and tell tomorrow. Juan thought that he could bring some things from Mexico to show his class. Maybe they would like some of his cool toys. For show and tell, Juan brought some of his favorite things from Mexico. "This is called a sombrero. It's like a big sun hat. And these are maracas. They make a fun noise when you shake them. And these," Juan paused for suspense, "are the spiciest pimientas you will ever taste. He held them up to the class. The whole class laughed. One kid said, "Those aren't even spicy." Another one yelled, "Why would you bring peppers to show and tell?" Juan felt his eyes well up with tears. He thought that the class would love his souvenirs from Mexico. Turns out he was wrong. Making friends would be a lot harder than he thought. After school that day, Juan walked home. He noticed he was being followed by a group of boys. Jim was with them. They started making fun of him and saying mean things like, "It's the spicy pepper kid," and "It's the kid with the big hat and the baby rattles." Juan heard Jim say, "Yeah, he is the weird kid with the accent." Juan was so angry and hurt. He didn't want to show them that he was almost going to cry. Juan kept asking the boys to stop making fun of him, but they wouldn't stop. Juan turned around and punched Jim in the face. Jim stumbled back. He had a black eye. Jim's friends started chasing Juan. Juan ran home as fast as he could, with tears in his eyes. Once he got to his house, he ran up to his room. About an hour later, Juan's mom called Juan down. "I heard you punch Jim in the face." She was upset. Juan started crying and told his mom the whole story. She gave him a hug and said, "No matter how mad someone makes you, you should never punch them. Why don't you write him a note telling him you're sorry?" Juan hesitantly agreed. After an hour of hard thinking, Juan finally finished his note to Jim. He was very nervous to deliver it. What if Jim hated him after what had happened today? Juan's mom told him that everything would be okay. According to her, this was the right thing to do. Juan believed her. Juan walked up to the doorstep. He knocked on the door and Jim's mom opened the door. Juan asked, "Can I talk to Jim, please?" Jim's mom went and got Jim. "Hi, Jim. I'm sorry I punched you in the face today." Juan apologized. "Hi, Juan. It's okay. I'm sorry I was making fun of you. That wasn't very nice of me. I think it's really cool that you lived in Mexico and speak Spanish." Jim finally looked up. "Está bien." Juan and Jim both laughed. "Maybe we can be friends?" "I would like that very much," Jim said. They both smiled. Juan and Jim decided that the best way to make friends is by being nice. No matter how different you may look, act, or talk, being nice to everybody is one of the most important things you can do in life. And that's the end of my story. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it was kind of a fun story to listen to.